Hey guys, Lazarus Grim here. We will be playing Deadzone Rogue. That's right. This is a fantastic action shooter with some roguelike elements.
I've got it.
If you haven't seen this game before, definitely fun. Probably one of the best $26 I've ever spent. Very similar to... Oh, I can drop down here. That's right. We are currently up to mission number 3. So I've done Zone 1. 80% progress on that. Done some of the side missions on stream. I just finished Zone 2 on hard. I do have the next difficulty unlocked. The base difficulty is hard. However, what we'll do today, just for a bit of an introduction, is we'll go to Zone 2 and we'll try some of these specialized missions. Now, in the game, it's pretty fun. You start off with this little sidearm pistol thing. Pretty great. You have a grenade. Boom. And throughout, you can get loot. Tons of loot. Let's go over and check out the loot over here. You've got a wide variety of guns to use, depending on your preference. Secondary weapons, which is cool. There's no ultimate ability. There's no sprint, but there's a dash, which is good. There's a jump, because it's a game. And there's a melee, which is fantastic. Really been enjoying this. There's also plant. You have to come say hi to plant.
Protect the base while I'm out, Planty. The world's depending on you. Or something like that.
Yeah, good job, Planty. So let's get stuck into Zone 2. Bugged. We're going to play that on the hard difficulty, because as you can see here, hard is the only one we have until we can then do expert and then nightmare. This is a co-op game as well if you want it to be. I'm yet to try the co-op, but I've seen some pretty exciting opportunities there. So we'll do that, we'll select that, and we'll get stuck straight into it. So this is probably the first long format video I'll do on the channel. I'm really getting into the roguelike games, the roguelike games. I've been enjoying watching them, enjoying playing them, and I'll play a couple of different things. I used to stream a little bit on Twitch, and I still will be doing that. I'm going to try my hand at YouTube as well. But scaling back, 2 years ago when I was doing it, was primarily just to stream Destiny 2 content, and it was fun, but I treated it sort of like a job. This is just going to be me having fun, essentially. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm going to try to enjoy these games and give people an opportunity to watch something that they might want to do themselves the same way that other people have. Now, in this one, we do go into each zone invisible until we do an action. You will see only bug-style enemies in this, as it's just a modified version of the game. So it's a bit shorter. See the top left-hand corner above my mini-map, there is a sector. Let's get stuck in. Bugs are annoying. I generally don't see them a lot, and they do creep up on me. It's going to be a little bit slow to start, until we start getting some perks and weapon upgrades and things like that. So it should be nice and easy. Take it slow. We've got the little bugs hanging up on the roof there. And the build mechanics in this game are just absolutely phenomenal. You can get some really crazy combos, really specific elemental damages. As you can see here, the first one's always a weapon. Now, the Titan Hellstorm, that is a minigun. Not a huge fan of the minigun, but you can see it on the bottom there. It's got damage type of electric or lightning, and there's a couple of different options with the elements. So you can get lightning bolt or chain lightning. We're just going to stick with... Look, we'll get it, because the other two options are trash, and I'll show you why I'm not a huge fan. And let's get started. It's obviously fine for these lower level enemies. When you're dealing with like the campaign missions, it can get a little bit intense. There's a bunch of different currency options for meta progression and upgrades. I've done a little bit... Yeah, so look, it's not going to be too difficult for the first bit. When we start getting some bosses and things like that, completely different story. Also a shop that we get to access. I'll try to get this playthrough done. An augment, so this is going to adjust the way that you play. I have unlocked some rerolls if I don't like it. Now I have been playing around with a couple of different options here. So short range. Nearby enemies grant 10% damage resistance, max to 80. Hits count as weak points. Okay, so that just gives us hits. Okay, everything is... Okay, we're going to take that, I think. Let's check out the other ones. So long range, that's if they're further away. It gives proc chance. I do like proc chance. Oh, that's difficult. And then increase magazine size. We'll go with the proc chance. Now we'll take the hit. We'll take the hits. That way we don't have to specifically aim at the weak points. Every hit we do is a weak point hit now, so we'll get bonus damage. Charge this up, see if we can't take these out quickly. Saw the lightning bolt go off there. Oh. Okay, so those little drone things count as bugs. Okay. So if there is any games that you'd like me to cover, I don't have a lot of disposable income, so if I do buy them, I'll try to play them to an extent. I want to try to get my money's worth, but if there's any demos out there that you want to check out, any recommendations, more than happy to leave them in the comments section. And look, if you wanted to follow me on Twitch, feel free. I don't stream all the time. If you catch me, I am in Australia, so there may be some differences of time zones, but yeah, pop along, say good day. Let's kind of change it up. I'm not a huge fan of the minigun, as I said before, so let's try that. But I did manage to snag Shadow of War, which I know is not an old game at this point, but I've been wanting to play that for a while now, so try that. So, item orbs, we get 20% health, sorry, health orbs, 20% shield, reload faster. We're going to take the melee damage, just because I feel like we should be able to smash these guys. And after the second zone, you get these superior item orbs, which give you more buffs, more perks, things like that. So, 30% crit damage on weak points. That might stack pretty well without everything being a weak point option. I've never done a crit build before, so we might sort of lean into that. 20% proc chance against targets below. Let's go for the weak point crit damage. I've not done that build before. And this is the fabricator or the shop, where you can come in, you can buy new items, you can modify existing items, and as you can see, everything is base. Look, I think what we'll do is we'll just upgrade the quality, get a random perk at Plasma Seekers, and we'll save the rest of our scrap, and we'll push forward. Okay, so grenade that. I don't know why you didn't come down and attack me. One of the exploding ones. Want to stay away from that. And at this point, I'm just going to take whatever is new. Barrels to explode. They can be quite fun to play around with as well. Good set of green gear. One thing you can do, which is quite fun, is pick them up, throw them, and explode. A lot of fun gameplay. Alright, so we've got a perk. Now, with the perks, you can only get 3 trees, right? So that's your main augment, and 3 trees. So whatever I pick here sort of sets a precedent as to what we're going for. So we might build into... We'll do shields, just because that works with every build. Wasn't a huge fan of Void or Cold. Now you're seeing we're not really getting much proc happening with our plasma. And that's just because we have quite a low chance of proc, only 5%. And they're going to spawn little plasma balls and seek out other enemies to go and hurt, which is fantastic. And you can get some pretty crazy combos happening. There you go, there's a little plasma seeker. Oh, that's right, we have telekinetic. It was a new damage type that I unlocked. Let's give that a go. I've not played around with telekinetic yet, or psionics, or whatever you'd like to call it. Okay, I don't like the airborne, so 20% damage while airborne. We're going to leave that alone. Negative 10% remaining dash and grenade cooldowns per crit. Now that might help a lot because we are building into crit. Crit chance. I think we'll just take that. Let's start working on the crit, hammering that home. Nope, we got... Okay, so apparently the little drones that explode are considered bugs for some reason. I'm hoping that the difficulty kind of ramps up a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let's get some distance on this. Okay, so that is Void with Singularities. I do like Singularities. I'll take the Singularities just because I feel like we're going to get swarmed a fair bit. And there isn't any fall damage as far as I'm aware. So grenades have a 35% chance. I do like the we'll take the grenades as well. We're going for big splash damage. I'm assuming we're going to get swarmed. Okay, so kills grant a barrier worth of 8% of your shields. Barrier decays, that's fine. There's 10% chance to spawn. Replenish ammos when proc, which we're not doing, so 16% crit damage for 2 seconds after decay. Keep building up the crits for when we get the bigger bosses to deal with. Let's just see what we get. Upgrade all the quality. So we got chain lightning, which is nice, and plasma. Wasn't a very good investment, I don't think, there. But hey, look, it's early days. It's only round what, 6? Yeah, round 6. Those guys have a fair whack of health. Plasma ball, I like that. There's that singularity. And that's a fun little combo. Ooh, is that a gold weapon? No, green. That was the one that... Yeah, we'll leave that alone. We'll stick with that blue. We can just go around knifing these guys. They're pretty much wet paper bags at that point. That guy, yep, that's a void explodey bug. Okay, hopefully this ramps up. Extra damage for the big guys. Best grenade ever. Take that chest plate. And that void singularity would drag other enemies into it if they were in the radius. Just the way he can to us. Ooh, that grenade damage helped out a lot there. Now, Ghost Blade is one I normally go for, but I don't want to take it now. So, yeah, okay. We'll take Ghost Blade. You'll see why I'm hesitant on taking it, because it kind of turns it into easy mode, especially for these smaller enemies. So we melee an enemy, and we go with it. It does turn... Oh. Okay, so if you miss them... Not as impactful. Oh, that's a big guy. Okay, we kind of want to get out of the way. This could be a wipe. Okay, give ourselves some distance. Okay, that could have ended really badly. Another guy hiding around somewhere? Oh, hello. That was not a very good room at all, guys. But let's check the loot. The armor, I tend to just grab whatever the stuff is. If it's a different color, we'll go for that. So swap speed, fire rate, max health. Let's go to max health. A little bit more survivability. Okay, so second weapon procs my melee weapons. So this is where it starts to get really crazy. Triggering a proc grants 20% damage to your next proc, but we'll just take the secondary. So we're going to get the plasma balls when we use our secondary weapon. So let's give that a go. So it's 188 damage, which is much higher. I don't think we can upgrade. Yeah, we can't upgrade it, so we might want to take that. I don't like the primary shotguns. They can go away. That's the secondary shotgun with the 12 mags is fine. But we are going to get the plasma. I can't buy that, so I don't know why we're caring. Okay. Oh, okay, they just slow it down and play it a bit safer. Okay, so 188 damage, 20% crit. 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 20% See if we can't pick up any health packs. Definitely not doing much damage with our secondary though. I'd like some health, please. Okay, so this is where we're going to get the next levels. So these fill out these bottom trees here. I think we'll just stick to the grenade damage. Yeah, we didn't get an extra grenade because you can get perks that give you additional grenades. How much does that do? Okay. Loop around here. Still looking pretty light. Oh, boy. Yeah, Plasma is so far one of my favorite. I do enjoy it. That lightning lightning bolt punches a lot of damage. That's very good. But yeah, we'll keep playing, keep grinding. These guys usually take themselves out. What is that? Just a purple light. Okay. I haven't really found anything scattered hidden around the map. Okay, what are we doing here? Grenade damage. Okay. This is where we might get swarmed because they're all currently active. Let's see if we can't lure one out. Ignore this. There's a big guy over that side, which... Now it's just him. Ah, yeah, it's one of the acid spiders. Ah! We got tagged. That's good. I'm not charging the grenade. No! Okay. There's some health. We'll take that. Not too bad. I'm pretty comfortable with this build so far. Ooh, reflect damage. Okay. We'll take the extra grenade though, because I want to start chaining grenades. So melee weapons proc primary weapon element at 60% of their own proc rate. Okay. We'll take that. So that is going to use the singularity, which isn't great for melee because dragging more in, but will turn invisible, so that helps. We can change that to plasma balls, which we're definitely going to do. Come over here and upgrade our armor for a little bit more sustainability. It's a healing robot. Pick you up. You can help out. What have we got? Nope, purple is better. I didn't even look at the numbers. I was trying to dodge out of the way of that, but that's fine. Those plasma balls going to work. Okay. Next item, let's level. So increased damage to nearby enemies. It's going to work really well with our Ghost Blade, but do some damage to bosses with our grenades. Try to get rid of this health drone first. that completely. So we have a little bit of a get out of jail free card. We can knife those small guys. Yeah, plasma balls going to work. $10k damage. Okay, that works out well. And the cool thing about the dash is if you look, like this is the normal dash, but if you look up, you dash up, which is really cool. Alright, more grenades. More grenades, more often. Okay, so we've got a lot of flyers, a lot of self-detonating guys. We want to try to take out this boss. He's going to be a bit of a pest. And the second grenade with the extra damage helped that a lot. Oh, there's a purple gun. We can re-roll the element as well. Okay, so there's another guy around here somewhere. Damn it. Laz, you missed all those shots. Okay, so this is the lightning bolt. I want to stick to the plasma if we can. We can re-roll the element in the fabricator. We'll take it. We'll try to re-roll it. Oh, increased weak point damage. Now, I'm assuming that the grenades are also going to be weak point as well. So we're essentially feeding into the crit at the weak point. So we've got melee weapons proc secondary. We've got increased damage after reloading and 30% damage after exiting stealth. We'll take that. We can chain that off Ghostblade to dip out and hit some of the more elites. I don't know if I like this telekinetic slam. Okay, let's go back in. Let's use some of our 1700. Do I have any secondaries in there? Oh. I'll take that. That was a mistake. Max that. Got 47. Okay, no re-rolling. No re-rolling for today. Let's... Here a big boy. Charging. Focus. Oh, this thing's got so much recoil. Oh, there's a little telekinetic slam going off back there. Ah. Are they healing each other? No, that's not a heal bot. I thought there was two healing drones just healing themselves perpetually. Purple boots, we'll take that. Yeah, I don't think I'm a big fan of this primary. A bit too slow to fire, and it jumps around a little bit too much for me. Take the proc chance. Snapdragon, you'll take that. Plasma. Ooh, okay. Now the axe is a little bit slower, but does a lot more damage. Okay, we can actually kill these guys with a melee attack, which is mad. We're not swapping weapons. Damage resistance, no. Okay, look, I don't really like any of these. I wish we could re-roll these, which we can't currently, to my understanding. We'll I'll take that just in case. We are swapping weapons a little bit more now. I don't know what that ticking noise is. It's like combustion, maybe? Oh, that's right, because we're getting the, we're getting a buff from something else, so... Melee weapons proc primary. Primary is chain lightning. Do we have anything else? No. Primary... Get the Juggernaut. Oh, much more damage on the grenade there. Loot it up a little bit. Yeah, singularity for sure. Okay, someone hiding. Where are you? Nice and easy. Yeah, if you haven't had the chance to check this game out, definitely would recommend it. It is good fun. It is a lot of fun. Okay. The room before the boss room, we've got a man spider and a tank spider. Okay, let's back up a little bit, because we got absolutely rearranged there. Don't know what this is, but we'll take it. Ah, that must be that ticking noise in the combustion. Jump attack. You can have a big grenade to the face. That was like 16k. So far, not too much of a challenge. The reason I'm laughing is because we're about to go into the boss or the final room, and we've got the, in my opinion, one of the best upgrades you can get. We'll take it because it's funny. Clear out all the little guys because we're, by the looks of things, going to have people spawning. Those little plates there look like they respawn. A bunch of enemies. I wouldn't mind a bit of a horde approach. That'd be cool. Yeah, the enemies aren't as aggressive as I thought they'd be. Interesting. Oh, hello. Yep, you throw a singularity at me, I'll throw a singularity at you. Damn it. Yeah, I am expecting to now die. Let's get out of the way. It's man spider for sure.
Well, at least I'm not that guy.
Okay, the gloves. Hope they're better. Okay, let's slow this down a little bit. You need to go away. Okay, where's this man spider at? A little bit low on health here. Here he is. Oh, I missed the 50% damage buff. Okay, so that was, look, overall not a massive challenge. And we get to get some additional meta progression. Exit the mission.
These
look,
teleporters are...
It wasn't a main story, so I wasn't expecting it to be too difficult, but that was just a small taste. I'm going to try to do a couple more videos on this one. Look, there's no editing, it's just straight live recording, so I haven't done anything like this before. As I said, if you've got any recommendations to games that you think I'd like. I'd love to hear it. Love to hear from you. Hopefully I can make this a fun little hobby for me to play. But Deadzone Rogue is a fantastic game. Thoroughly enjoying it. There's a bunch of DLC that once I'm up to, I'll look into, and if I can convince some of my friends to play, I want to convince my friends to play as well. But yeah, my name's Lazarus Grimm, and we'll look at the upgrades later. Bye!